Recon Athlete Podcast is brought to you by Kreitz Market, The Social, and Focus Fit San Marcos. All right, Recon Athlete, episode number 57. Chris Sanchez, Paul Rodriguez, Zach Lucero on his way. Shout out to Snupe Daniel sitting over in the green room.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roddy Rich and the box that was playing on the background. We're supposed to be talking about Isaiah Simmons, the new linebacker prototype, and bigger quarterback need, Patriots or Cowboys, and then, of course, other topics as assigned. I'm going to assign the topic right now.
Word.
The coronavirus.
What? My God. What did you call it?
The coronavirus.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Bro, the coronavirus. Okay.
You should rename it that virus.
You know how many things... I mean, how many things have been canceled because of this thing? I mean, like, we're talking about African League. We're talking about Italian League, like soccer games. So Italian League soccer games, they're not going to be having any crowds in any of their soccer games. They're not going to have any crowds in any of their soccer games for the next month.
And so where is this?
In Italian. Serie A.
Serie A. Okay.
They're not having any, like, no crowds.
Damn.
Zero crowds. You're playing, like, a major soccer. That's like having NFL football or Major League Baseball or NBA games with zero crowd.
Bro, my Red Bull brain right now cannot handle that.
Because of the coronavirus, dude. I went to H-E-B the other day. There was no toilet paper. I posted it on Facebook. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that. I was like,
dude, I'm telling you.
There was no TP on the aisle.
No TP on the aisle. And I wasn't even there for TP. Okay?
It was like bearing, like a natural disaster bearing.
Right. I was there for some HBAs, for some, like, health and beauty aids.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
But I was not there for toilet paper, and I just happened to be walking past or walking through the aisle there.
My bad.
And, no, you good. And I was just like flabbergasted.
With the coronavirus.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what is going on? I was like, why is there no toilet paper here?
Was this like mid stride? Like you're walking, you're like,
no, yeah.
Like you look down the aisle
because I was there. I bought some, I got some. I needed some toothpaste and some mouthwash.
Right.
And all those things are kind of in the same area in HEB. You know what I'm saying? So I walked around the corner, and all of a sudden I see just a barren shelves, and all the toilet paper is gone. And I posted on Facebook. I checked in HEB, and I was like, "What?"
Did you ask? Did you ask people at the store?
Okay. No. I got a shout out to. So one of my Facebook friends, shout out to Chris Hebrink. Shout out Chris. He's a old Westwood High School friend of mine, and I believe he does work for HEB. Okay. And he commented, and he said, he's like, "Bro, it's been like this for like the past like week." He said they get huge amounts of toilet paper in to HEB, and then it's just all gone, like immediately.
Who the hell is buying TP in bulk? I have
no idea, but I'm glad that I've got some right now, and I'm probably going to go after the podcast and make sure that I've got TP, or see if they've got
any.
If they have any, you know what I'm saying? Like I was at the gas station earlier, and I thought about buying some of that, that sandpaper that they got there,
that one ply.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But nah, bro. But this coronavirus, dude. I mean, like. Teams like I think I forgot what it was. There was a college basketball team that canceled their trip to Seattle because there's been a couple of coronavirus cases up there. I mean, the Pittsburgh Pirates deep cleaned their whole facility. I
think we all need to be deep cleaning.
Right. They deep cleaned their whole facility because they're in Florida in the Grapefruit League. Because there was I think a guy there somewhere in that county that was diagnosed with the coronavirus. I mean, it's getting crazy, y'all.
Well, I saw something in the Texas Tribune, that's periodical here in Texas, and they're talking about how this could like really impact South by coming up. Like South by like in a week or two.
I know Snoop's
about that all the time, like every year, and it's like, dude, if they start canceling events, like how's this going to impact attendance? How's this going to impact people flying in from all over the world to Austin, Texas? Like, what kind of measures is the city taking? Like, that's what I would be asking. Like, City Hall, like, what the hell are y'all doing to prevent an outbreak here in Austin?
I mean, they said that they're doing something. I don't know. But you know what, man? This is a virus, man. Like,
it's a virus.
Like, it's gonna go. It's gonna have its peaks, and then it's gonna go away. But the media is just like people are going crazy. Everybody's freaking out.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real.
All right, be real for a second, please, because I'm being real all night tonight.
Because I really don't give a damn because it hadn't affected me. And I know my mom. Shout out mom and dad. Like they've been telling me like, you need to do this and you need to do that. And I'm like, I've been around people that have been sick since December, and I haven't anything wrong with me.
Right.
So until it affects my life,
knock on wood.
Yeah, I don't have.
Knock on wood. There's some over there. There you go.
I'm not worried about it.
Right, bro.
I'm just not. I ain't got that time, Chris.
I know.
I don't have that time.
I mean, they're talking about the Olympics, like being.
Who's watching the Olympics?
I mean, I don't know. Somebody is.
I mean, somebody, but not most.
I don't know.
Not most.
The one thing I do like about the Olympics, like especially when it's like in the other side of the world, is like there's like major events going on, like at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Because like sometimes you can't sleep. Yeah, so then you can just put it on NBC and like there's something going on, you can watch TV, you know what I'm saying? Like watching something cool.
I'll tell you what about the Olympics I like when everybody comes in. Oh, that's dope. When everybody comes in and they're like representing their nation, and there's like you got this one country, they got like 2 people. Right. It's like, yo, props to y'all. Like y'all made it.
Right up.
It's like it could be any kind of nation.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that but they're talking about like postponing or canceling them. But the contract for the Olympics, apparently the Olympics has to happen in 2020.
Okay.
Like it has to happen inside the year 2020. So,
and it's in Tokyo, right?
It's in Tokyo. Okay. Which I wanted to go to, by the way.
I know you got BT Dub. You got fondness.
BT Dub, Japan. That's my ish. I want to go back there. I was there when, I went there when I was 13 for baseball. But I want to go back. And me and my cousin Esau, we were talking about going to the Olympics
last year, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
But I texted him like a few weeks ago. I was like, hey, bro, like, what's up, Primo? Like, are we still going to try to go to Japan? He was like, man, he travels for work. Mm-hmm. He was like, man, they're not even letting us like go over there like for work. They're not letting us do anything because of this stuff. He was like, so, I don't think we're going to be able to make it. And I was kind of disappointed, but I get it. Yeah. I get it. I mean, it's people are freaking out. I mean, the media is making it a much bigger deal than it really should be. Because, I mean, let's be honest. If it wasn't 2020 and we didn't have 24-hour news stations and we didn't have social media and we didn't have Twitter and all this other stuff,
right?
Would we even know about it?
Hell no.
If this was 1962,
hell no.
Would we even know about it?
Think about this H1N1 swine flu.
Right.
10 years ago. It wasn't like this because we didn't have as prevalent as social media platforms as we do now.
Right.
Like Twitter had just came out.
Uh-huh.
People weren't freaking out like this, buying up TP.
No.
Catastrophic, like situation style, natural disaster style.
So bottom line is, talk about the coronavirus. It has impacted like, us, I guess, socially as a, just culturally right now.
Yeah, culturally,
But it's it's affecting the sports world now because you're seeing on the bottom of like ESPN or like NFL Network or like other things, CBS Network and FS1. You're seeing headlines or little crawlers about different leagues and different events and all this stuff being canceled because of the coronavirus.
Dude, I don't know.
Coronavirus.
I don't know how you came up with that, but that's hilarious.
I gotta shout out my girl Gabby.
Yeah,
my girl Gabby, because I posted Facebook, and I said, "There's no TP at HEB right now. What's going on?" And she said, "It's the coronavirus."
Bro, what if it really?
I mean, I don't know.
What if it really made you have that kind of side effect?
But shout out to everybody that's on our watch party right now. Snupe Daniel's on our watch party. He's over there hanging out. Shout out Julian Hurst, Stephanie. What up, Steph? Robbie Laws, Cassidy Capello. What's up, Cass? Love you. Velma, Aliman, and of course Wes is on there too as well. So what's up, Wes?
Shout out Coach Amato Galvez. Like he hit me up today on Messenger, and he was saying that he's been in the lab breaking down film, doing some scouting, and so he wanted to say that he's still watching the rebroadcast. So catch us up on YouTube. If you don't catch the live show, search Recon Athlete. Give us subscribe. Hit the bell for the notifications. We'll let you know when we're there. So shout out to Coach Amato Galvez for keeping up with not the live show, but down with the YouTube show afterwards.
That's what's up. I mean, go make sure you go subscribe. Get us some numbers, y'all.
We're chasing 100. We're at 71. Can we get to 100? Share with your friends.
Hook us up. And also shout out to Christ Market, our sponsor, and the social, and of course shout out to Focus Fit, Sam Marcus. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Do we do Isaiah Simmons, or are we trying to wait for Zach here? We do Simmons or the Patriots or Cowboys? What do we want to do right now?
Your choice.
Let's do Simmons right now because this was something that you brought up in the messenger, and I was like, okay, well, if Paul's bringing up Isaiah Simmons, the new linebacker prototype, I really want to get his take on this because I know he's got a hot one. And tell first of all,
sure.
Tell the listeners and to everybody on the watch party who exactly Isaiah Simmons is.
So Isaiah Simmons is a national championship winning linebacker from 2 years ago. Last year he was on the Clemson football team who made to the Natty. Came up a little bit short, but young man, 6'4", 230-ish. I mean, the dude is an absolute freak. And what jumped off was what happened on Saturday when a lot of the defenders were running at the combine. And the young man put up a number that kind of Zach was touching on, like, would this help or hurt? And I think Isaiah Simmons was already going to be, I think, a top 15 pick. But him being at 6'4" and 230, running a 4.39 as a linebacker out of college, I think is a huge feat. Not to mention the 39-inch vert and the 11-inch long jump. It's really a leap. It's 11 feet leap. So the dude is a freak at this kind of level, but I started thinking, who is he comparable to? And I was like, well, who are the solid pass rushers that are linebackers coming out? So first thing off the jump was Von Miller. But I'm like, Von Miller's like 6'2", 260. And I think he ran like a 4.42 or 4.48 in that range. Like he was sub 4.5. But if you're sub 4.4, we're starting to talk about now like DB level. At that size, 6'4", 230, now we're really creeping into like strong safety. Cam Chancellor is the next guy who is about that same size, but not the speed. And so I'm thinking, what's the new NFL quarterback like?
Linebacker.
They're just
quarterback.
Quarterback.
Okay.
They're
You're making
elusive.
your point. Sorry.
They're running.
Right.
They got big arms, but they're fleet of foot.
Yeah.
Now you have to combat that, and I think that's where Isaiah Simmons, having the range of 6'4", having the size that's 230, 235 to really handle maybe a run stopping ability, or having the run stop ability, but being able to spy quarterbacks, I think is pivotal with the new generation, because it's like weaponry. Whenever somebody comes up with a really bad weapon, really badass weapon, somebody's coming up with some new body armor. Well, right now, the new body armor for that weapon in the NFL, for the weapon being the quarterback, the new body armor, your new safety net is a hybrid linebacker. Isaiah Simmons, to me, is the next evolution for that role, because the days of your 6'1", 250-pound Ray Lewis's are over. They don't have the range to cover tight ends. They don't have the range to cover the wheel route with the running back out of the backfield. You got to be able to cover a running back to an H-back.
Right.
At that linebacker level. This dude now, I think would be a great fit in like that Tampa 2, Derek Brooks style, but with even more range. And I think Coach Venables came up a little bit short, the DC for the Clemson Tigers, in utilizing that skill set in the national championship. But I think this guy, wherever he goes, he's going to have a linebacking coaching room and a defense coordinator who is going to put him in spots that I think you don't really see, because now you really can have a nickel linebacker and rush him off the edge with that kind of 4.39 speed.
Yeah. So right now, and he was even said about Isaiah Simmons is that he could play, inside linebacker, he can play outside linebacker, he can play the slot, he can play, he could be a safety.
Right.
I mean, in certain sets, I mean, he is so versatile, and I think you're right. I mean, like what the new quarterbacks are, we just saw the Super Bowl winning quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you have to have somebody that's able to keep up with that guy, So, and I think, and I got to shout out to my boy Marcus Wilkins, because he spent a few years. He spent a few years in the NFL, and I think he was that type of linebacker. He was 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", about when he was playing about 230, 235, but he ran a 4.40. He could jump through the roof, had a 40-something inch vertical. And I just think, at the time, when he played, the big guys were, Favre and Brady and Rodgers, and he played for Green Bay, but those guys that are pocket passers.
Yeah.
We're starting to get away from that.
Exactly.
We're starting to get away from the pocket passer. We're starting to get it into, like you said, the mobile quarterback, mobile.
I like it.
Mobile. I'm a country all of a sudden.
But dude, it's exactly like
Right.
you said. Like these dudes, they have to be able to keep up. And I think the tweener body type, like you said, with your boy, he had a tweener body type. He had the speed, but maybe he didn't have the girth to play inside linebacker or in that maybe a 4-3 linebacker. But no matter where you play, Sam, Will, or Mike. That kind of body type was unheard of because you couldn't utilize it.
Right.
Now, that body type will make you millions off a rookie deal.
Right. So, we'll see what happens with Isaiah Simmons. I mean, he's going to be. Where do you think? Where do you see him going? Top 10?
I think it really, top 10 for sure. But I think it's really going to depend on how those quarterbacks wash out because there's so much talk right now with Tua landing at maybe 3 or 4, maybe Miami at 5, and then the Chargers are at 6, so they might pick up Jordan Love. So I think however those quarterbacks wash out is really where Isaiah fits. But man, think about how great the great defenders at the top of the hill are there for these teams who really need them. Mm-hmm. But they're going to chase clout. And they're going to go after a quarterback with a big name. So we'll see how it plays. But I like top 10 for sure.
All right, Isaiah Simmons is a new prototype linebacker that all the NFL teams are going to be trying to get. All right. Recon Athlete episode number 57, Chris Sanchez, Paul Rodriguez. Hopefully Zach shows up sometime soon. Sorry about the late start, y'all. I was just taking care of a little bit of business that I had to. Also, shout out to my friend Jessica. I left my glasses over there. She just sent a group text message, and nobody believes that those are my aviators. And you probably shouldn't, but I'm telling you those are mine, so you need to give them to me. All right. Sorry, y'all. That's
aviators, baby.
That's an inside joke. That's an inside joke.
I was thinking so.
All right, so we haven't really talked about, and we'll probably get into this more because Wes, shout out to Wes. He's like, when we talk at March Madness, we'll probably talk about that. Hopefully, maybe coming up Saturday or next Wednesday when we get a little bit more closer to Selection Sunday, which is coming up on Sunday, March 15th. But I do want to talk a little bit of Texas Longhorn basketball. Snoop and I were here last night, sitting in the green room watching Texas versus Oklahoma.
Word.
Texas has won 5 straight. They are playing this Saturday against Oklahoma State, a very, very winnable game. They beat Oklahoma last night on a last-second running off the backboard 3-point shot from Matt Coleman, and basically saved their season as far as trying to get into the NCAA tournament, but possibly saving I would say Texas career or the job of Shaka Smart. Because the tenure. Thank you. I believe if they're able to get into the NCAA tournament, right, I believe he will be here again next year. I mean, I haven't really heard a whole lot of talk about a hot seat for him. I mean, I know there is, but I think for some reason Shaka Smart's got a pretty long leash right now. That's just a feeling I'm getting. Maybe I'm not in tune to Texas basketball as much as I should be, but I'm telling you, like, I get that feeling because you don't really hear a whole lot of talk, about him being on a hot seat. But I think last night it was a really good game. It was in Norman, of course it's, it's a huge rivalry game, and it was so fun to watch all those Sooner fans just watch their face just droop.
They just died a little inside.
I mean, just a little
bit.
I mean,
were they doing that were they doing the advertising, that horns down advertising?
Oh yeah,
always repping, right?
Always, yeah.
Always repping.
I mean, they do it all. They do it when they're not even playing the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we live like Longhorns live rent free in their heads.
Always
rent free.
That's a Chris Sanchez special right there.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, it was a great game last night. It was funny too because you even saw Shaka Smart's face after the game. He was just kind of like, whew. He was like, man, I can't believe. I'm like, it was so funny too because Snoop and I were watching the game. Oklahoma had a chance to ice it, right?
Yeah,
or at least get within at least. Well, yeah, it was to pretty much icing, or at least get a 3-point lead if they could. Homeboy missed the free throws.
Dang.
Shout out to Brock Cunningham, Westlake guy, right, Snoop? Yes. Brock Cunningham out of Westlake. That dude, he's a baller. Like, he is all over the court. He got the rebound, outlet pass to Coleman. Coleman just races down the court. Contested shot too. He's just like, he's running towards the baseline, throws up this three, and even Snoop was like, no. He was like, no, like an audible no. And I was like, what? And then, like, banks open off the glass, goes in. 52-51 win for the Horns. Damn. Saves the Shaka Smart tenure. Saves the Longhorns shot at the NCAA bid, because even right after the game, they even put a graphic up on ESPN talking about, according to Joe Lunardi, Texas Longhorns are now first team in.
Oh, really? Like off the bubble?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But they still have to take care of business. They should, beat Oklahoma State. And Wes, Snoop is hiding. He's hiding in the green room. But yeah, that's a home game. It's going to be Saturday, this Saturday at 3:00. So all you Longhorn fans, I mean, I know how fickle y'all are. We are. We don't show up for no basketball games. But this is the game. If you want to go to a game, this is the game to go to, because this could be, the Longhorns just entry into the NCAA tournament. And Shaka Smart really, really needs this thing. He really needs it, because now, granted, the Longhorns have a lot of injuries. If they get into the NCAA tournament, I'll be very surprised. If they get into the second weekend, into the
that was going to be my question.
I mean,
did they got enough to like make? I'm not talking about making like a Sweet 16 run, but did they got a run to make like to the 32?
Oh, just get a one win?
Yeah, just one win.
I mean, they could. I mean, it kind of depends on where they're at right now. But a lot of the talk that I've heard about March Madness is like the way the teams are now. I mean, there's just so much talent out there nationwide that the rankings of 4 through 10 are really close.
I got you.
These basketball teams between 4 and 10 are really close. So, depending on where, what ranking they get, I could see them anywhere, maybe 12. I would say like a 12, maybe.
So what you're talking about, you're talking about some high drama going into this tournament.
Right.
Weekly.
So if that's the case, right? If that's the case, if between 4 and 10, if everybody's talking about between 4 and 10 is really close as far as talent goes, then yeah, maybe the Longhorns do have a shot of getting of making the second day in the NCAA tournament. Now, I don't know if they got a shot to make the Sweet 16 simply because of their injury bug. But like I said, I mean, they've got right now, they got the moxie. They've got the go get for all the rebounds.
So
They're hustling, man. They're all over the court. And shout them out, man, because they got onto the free throw line twice last night. All right. Because those referees in Norman, I don't know what they were watching. They did not give the Longhorns one foul. The only 2 shots that they got was off a technical foul. They did not get to the line at all.
So no personals were being called in Oklahoma?
Nothing.
Wow.
And actually they put a graphic out there.
Suspect. Where
the Longhorns have the fewest free throw attempts in all of D1 basketball.
Do they drive
and also the fewest, I mean a little bit, but I mean a lot of times, I mean, right, well, because of the way they're playing right now, because of their injury bug, they're having to win in their backcourt.
Okay.
So but even then, I mean, they're still getting in there, they're still, taking mid-range jumpers, they're still, drawing contact. They just weren't getting the calls. And so fewest free throw attempts in all of D1 and also fewest free throws made in all of D1 basketball.
If you don't get to practice, you ain't gonna make them.
I mean, it's crazy, bro. I mean, it's nuts, man. But we'll see. We'll see how the Longhorns do. Of course, we're pulling for Texas.
For
sure. We'll see what happens with them and with Shaka Smart. I think that if he gets the NCAA tournament, he's going to get another year. But I think they're showing signs of those teams that Shaka had at VCU.
Oh, okay.
What's
sticking out about that?
Just the hustle.
That want.
Just the want. As my mom would say, the ganas.
I was gonna say they grimy right now. Is what you're saying?
My mom would say "tienen ganas," which means they've got the oomph.
Tell the people, Chris.
They've got the want. They're going out there and they want to take this win.
Yeah,
they're refusing to lose right now, and that's the type of Shaka Smart team that you used to see when he was at VCU. He didn't have the greatest players. He didn't have the blue chips, the 5 stars or whatever it was. But what he did have was a bunch of guys that were out there willing to give it all, blood, sweat, tears, everything that they had to get that win out there on the basketball court. And that's what I'm seeing from this particular Texas Longhorns team right now, even though they've got that injury bug and even though they've got a bunch of guys that nobody really knows. And, they're not going to be the first round draft picks in NBA. Yeah. So shout out to the Texas Longhorns. All right. Recon Athlete, episode 57. Want to shout out to Kreitz Market, our featured sponsor, because we also want to mention on April 26th, we are going to be out at Kreitz Market once again. We're going to be there for our live show. It's going to be me, Paul, Zach. Snoop will be out there, hopefully. We're going to have some guests. We're still putting the guest list together. And we'll be out there in the banquet room this time.
The banquet room, that's right.
So, we're going to try to get some things going. We're going to hopefully get some more players from Lockhart High, maybe San Marcos High. Maybe we can get, hit up BJ. He can get some guys maybe from the Hayes area, Lame and Hayes.
There's going to be a big mass invitation sent out. It's going to be something where we're going to record. We're going to get on location.
Right.
And we're going to shoot some shots to do the promo video, and then we'll run a campaign. But all of you Austin high school players out there, look out for it. We're going to make this an event. Make this like a big event that everybody can come together, celebrate each other, and get ready for a great summer because, we got the sevens coming up, Chris.
Yeah, we do.
Sevens coming up statewide. Then we're going to get into the season as it comes full ahead. But before that, we got a lot of basketball coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm ready for that. I'm really into that March Madness, laying down little bets here and there. But I want to see what happens, man. I like the last year I had a really good time. We were hitting up RKB on the east side.
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to do that again on the patio.
Yeah, that was fun. We were hitting Revelry Kitchen and Bar. Shout out to Jonathan Lockery. And we were the reason why we were hitting it so much, or at least the reason why I was hitting it so much, is because my cousin Esau, who I was talking about earlier, he's a Texas Tech Red Raider. Mm-hmm. And we went and we saw one game there and they won. And he was like, "Hey, Primo, are we going to be here when they play in here in a couple of days?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so then they won again. He goes, cuz, are we going to be here next weekend when they're playing in it? Yeah, all right. And then they won again. And he was like, Primo, are we going to be here next?
And it kept getting later and later too.
And then they made it to the national championship game?
Yeah.
And then Lockery busted out, because Lockery went to Tech too.
Yes.
So he busted out the big screen, the projector. It was all, it was good. It didn't end the way that they wanted to, but it was a great time. So, shout out to March Madness. All right, let's get into the bigger quarterback need, Patriots or Cowboys. Now, Paul, you gave us this topic, and I'm interested into why you wanted to talk about this.
Well, mainly because of all this San Francisco talk coming out about Tom Brady going home.
Yeah, I heard about
that. I don't know what that song is called, but he's coming home. I don't see how he stays in New England. Mm-hmm. They're talking about giving Tom Brady 70 over 2 years, 35 guaranteed. Mm-hmm. He don't want that money. What does he want to be in New England for? He didn't gave everything away.
Yeah.
And then we got to put that against the Dallas Cowboys right now. There's Cooper Rush. Is that your quarterback?
Yeah.
Because Dak Prescott, he ain't going to sign that franchise tender, because right now that's where it is.
Right.
I know they had a little bit of communication with the Combine last weekend, but Dak wants to reset the market. Dak wants $130 million over 6. And he ain't going to get it. He ain't going to get it.
I wouldn't give it to him.
Right, but here's the thing. It's like, Dak, what do you want to do? You want to sign $26.9 million? That's the franchise tag for the QBs. Mm-hmm. You want $26.9 million for 1 year? And have nothing guaranteed afterwards, and possibly risk your career if you get hurt, like the vicious, savage injury that Alex Smith almost died from 2 years ago?
Right.
You going to put your life on the line for that or for a guaranteed contract?
Mm-hmm.
if Dak doesn't sign the tender, if he doesn't come to play, he's going to sit. Well, if he doesn't sit, Dallas, what are you going to do?
Right.
Now, Dallas has a lot more weapons, and I think that's where the Patriots come out as having the bigger need because Tom Brady ain't going to be there.
You don't think so?
No, man, because I really don't see Tom Brady going to New England solely on the fact that the money he wants and the weapons that they are not getting for him are going to be the deciding factor. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff out there right now that Tom Brady's courting Antonio Brown to take him wherever he goes, whether that's to Las Vegas Raiders, the Los Angeles Chargers. But what if you put Tom Brady to San Francisco and San Francisco trades Jimmy G back to
New England
with Palpatine, Belichick back over there?
I mean, I saw this too, man. I saw this.
But here's the thing.
I just couldn't put a whole lot of credence to that. But I'm telling you, like,
you don't think John Lynch would send him?
I think he might.
Does Tom Brady miss that throw to Debo in the fourth quarter to ice the game for San Francisco for a Super Bowl?
Nah.
He don't miss that throw.
Nah.
Does Tom Brady have the plethora of weapons the 49ers have, plus the defense?
What is a plethora?
The plethora is just a large group of assets.
I know, but that's from Tres Amigos.
I missed that one.
Sorry.
That's the 80s movie?
That's the 80s movie, dog. Anyways, I mean, I read about this, and I've seen it on Twitter, and I've seen everybody talk about it, and now you're bringing it up here on Recon Athlete podcast here. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Bill Belichick to be like, hey, let me get Jimmy G because I can make Jimmy G into a G. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make Jimmy Grapes into Jimmy Great. You know what I mean?
With what around you?
I don't know. The New England Patriots.
They got
Bill
Edelman.
Belichick.
They got geriatric Edelman.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
And a faulty offensive line.
And they've got a system that has put them in the Super Bowl umpteenth times.
With Tom Brady taking discounts the whole ride long.
That's true. That's true.
And that's where I'm saying it's like, I know what Dallas is bringing to the table because, they're a little bit closer to home. So we have a little bit more of an appeal to follow them and kind of keep up with what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Dallas really isn't going to lose a whole lot. They're going to probably lose Byron Smith, a DB. Mm-hmm. They'll probably pick up Grant Delpit in the draft out of LSU to replace him. Right. All you got to do is sign Dak. It's like, look, Dallas, you're built to win today. Mm-hmm. San Francisco's built to win today. New England has Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft. Mm-hmm. And they only have I think they only have 30 plus million in cap room. New England does. And it's like, what do you do? I see the Patriots as their system is worked for 2 decades. And now it's antiquated because people have built up their defensive lines to go defensive line with monsters in San Francisco to go destroy everybody. Yeah. And if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes and his ability to be strong-willed enough to overcome adversity, and I think the playoffs helped him get there with the first round with Houston and then Tennessee. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but man, if you don't have a team of monsters, you're not going to be successful. And the Patriots, in my opinion, do not have any monsters besides Stephon Gilmore.
They're no longer the bad guys on Space Jam.
Nobody's scared of them. Monstars. Nobody's scared.
No.
People are scared of those 6'6" monsters in San Francisco. That's what they're scared of.
Yeah, that's true.
Bosa. What's that? I can't think of the dude's name. I can't think of it right now. But those dudes are
my favorite dude is Jesse Armstead.
Armstead?
Yeah.
What's that? I'm trying to think. I can't think of
my favorite dude is Jesse Armstead. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I just don't get it, man. I really don't understand how well the Patriots can come off of the side, really like the sidelines. It's like, man, they've been winning. Like, let's go pick up another trophy. Let's go get another trophy. And right now, Snupe just walking in the kitchen is just awesome.
It's okay.
It's just really awesome.
He's thirsty. All right, so I guess Zach Lucero isn't going to join us tonight.
Dude, it's wet outside, man.
Is it?
Listen, man, I've been going to work 5 a.m., leaving the house at 5:45 a.m. every day for 2 weeks. Yeah. Shout out all y'all at training. Anyways, getting back to that rain. Yeah. I park at 6:45 this morning. at my building.
Uh-huh.
And it's like a monsoon as I park.
Oh, yeah.
So I walk out and I'm drenched.
Right.
Come over here, park, Paddock Studios, get out of my car. Sheets of rain. Soaked again.
Once again.
So I was soaked 3 times today. Two times.
Ah.
I got off at the corner store. I got wet again.
Man.
That's why we're all black. So you would blend in and you really wouldn't see it.
What up, Snoop?
What's up, Snoop?
Oh, you know.
Chilling.
Just chilling.
Hey, so Wes had a question on here, and I showed it to you. He said, how Snoop know Anthony Inga?
Oh,
Anthony Inga?
That's my homeboy who turned 42 today. Happy birthday, Big Tony.
Big Tony? Okay.
That's his nickname, but his wonderful wife, Audra Inga, they would always hang out at Spinners up in Peeville, and he's a good dude. He does security at all the big music shows. Did security at 50 Cent the last time I saw him, but yeah, Anthony Inga is a great guy. Right. Big Tony, happy birthday.
All right, happy birthday, Big Tony. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Snoop as well. We're going to be at the Ice Cube concert this weekend, right?
Yep, Saturday at
High
95.9.
Yeah, Nutty Brown.
Word.
I've never been there.
I haven't either.
King Kalunga going to be there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Kalunga going to be there?
Yes, sir.
Trey the Truth is opening.
We're going to be rolling deep.
You're saying I need to roll?
I mean, possibly.
All right.
You need to buy tickets. I think it'll be worth it. It should be an event. It's going to be a celebration event, kind of for me.
Yeah, we're gonna try to sneak in the backstage.
Word.
Yeah.
We're gonna know enough people
between Snoop and Kalunga.
Yeah, we're gonna know enough.
We gotta be. We're gonna end up back there.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll say what's up. We'll try to take some selfies. For some Instagram clout.
Recon athlete in the building.
Get that.
I shouted out Recon on Hot 95.9.
Yes, you did, Snoop. I appreciate that.
Oh, appreciate it, Snoop.
Sure
yeah, I'm steadily. I steadily have 95.5 locked in my car. 95.9.
Oh, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, and also before we wrap this thing up, I do want to shout out Sandy McElree. I finally hit him up.
Talk about it.
I talked to him we texted today. He said he can make it this Saturday morning. So we're gonna have the legend, Mr. Sandy McElree, here in Paddock Studios. We're gonna try to come up with something good to be able to man, this guy shows up right now. Man, come on, dog.
Who is it?
Man, we trying to wrap this thing up, and this fool shows up now.
Are you cold? Dude, you gotta be cold.
It's freezing.
You gotta be freezing, bro.
Yeah, I had to park all the way on the street too. Paul took up 2 parking spaces.
Did I?
His car's big body like he is.
You better, because we fit.
So what's up, Zach? We got to keep going another 30 minutes because you got here.
What y'all talk about?
Oh man, we talked about the coronavirus. How the stuff's been taking all the TP off the shelves at HEB and postponing and canceling events worldwide. And then we talked a little bit about Isaiah Simmons, and we talked about bigger quarterback need between Patriots and the Cowboys. I know you really don't care about that. And
let's do.
We talked Texas basketball. We talked about that game last night and how Shaka Smart's job might have gotten saved.
How about Craig Way's call on that? Have y'all heard it?
Oh no, because Snoop said that last night. He was like, "Man, I really would love to hear Craig Way's call on that."
It's so good.
Is it?
Good. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about it. How did it go? Can you recreate it?
Yeah. Dude.
No, only Craig Way can do Craig Way.
Oh, okay.
But something I brought up last time, and you said that'll be good to do next time.
Okay, do it now.
You don't remember? No, you don't remember. You don't even remember your yesterday.
Dude, I don't remember things past 2 hours ago.
You got a haircut though.
I did, man. You like it?
No.
That's okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks good. It looks good.
Thanks, dog.
It looks good.
Zach shaved.
Yeah, I did. They said to shave for the coronavirus.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't buying that nonsense.
They said if you wear a mask, if you have too much facial hair, it won't work properly.
Why would you wear a mask?
If you're going to the airport or something.
Oh. Okay.
Or you're around a bunch of spitters.
Yeah.
Something.
Anyways.
So last time I told y'all to argue taking Tua over Joe Brady. Not Joe Brady.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Right? That's what I asked, right?
Right. Yeah. You said you'll assign a side and we got to make that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you didn't give us any assignments.
I said, well, I'm not going to tell you what side you're going to argue
I thought
until
you
here.
said I'm going to decide who has what quarterback and you
No,
make the
it's
argument.
not. It's showing your on the spot debate skills.
Your impromptu
Yes.
debate skills?
Improv.
Oh man, I'm not ready for that, bro.
You said that last time.
I said,
So you said to do it today.
Yeah, because I was under the standing you had assigned us a quarterback. And we had time to do research.
No.
Man, I'm sorry, bro.
I didn't do it either.
Yeah, that's my bad.
You just should be. You just got to
terrible.
be able. You just got to be knowledgeable enough on both that you can go both ways.
I don't go both ways.
Like you do.
I don't go both ways. I knew that was coming too. That's why I had to say it real quick.
All right. Can you do it?
All right. Well, what about this?
Change the subject.
I know. We're sorry, dude. We're sorry.
I had wings today at lunch
Okay.
at work.
Did you drink a Red Bull or what?
Chris, not Chris. You're Chris. Jonathan, your family
Wayne.
stole them
Yeah,
from
my-
Wingstop.
What? What do you mean you stole them?
Stole them.
You just walked out with them?
Like ate them out.
You know,
ate 'em out the fridge?
Dine and Dash.
Hey, why you snitching, dog?
You know, Dine and Dash.
Why you snitching?
Because these are
Snitching,
people.
bro.
It's a recon family.
No snitch.
You know, Dine and Dash.
Yeah.
He just dashed
For real.
because it was to go order.
For real.
So it was just dash and dash.
Man.
Yeah. So
Anyways.
I want y'all to argue flats
Okay.
versus drums.
All right.
You talking about wings?
Yeah.
Right. So you can go first, Paul.
So I got the drums.
Yeah.
Look, man, you got a handle.
Okay.
And you can knock that thing out in one bite if you got skills. Because I got skills enough to I got enough practice.
Okay.
And if you look at me, you know I have enough practice.
All right.
And so the biggest thing I like about the drums is all you need is like you can hold two with one hand because you got your middle finger and your index finger. Bad boy, you put up two right there, and I can do the sound effect again, and you knock that bad boy out.
Two at a time.
Two at a time, baby.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I like about the drums because you get your handle and you can just knock them out in one bite.
Okay. Now, with the flats, if you really know what you're doing, if you're a wing expert,
What kind of visual aid do we get?
you can take that flat and you can knock it out in one bite as well.
But which has more meat though? That's the drum.
It depends on the flat itself. The flat itself, it could
If they
have.
coming from the same chicken, they got the drum gonna have more meat. The legs get more work.
But I'm just saying. Right. That's even Snoop says sometimes the flat got more than the
you
drumstick.
helping your roommate?
He's just arguing. He's just he's got an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion.
Everybody
on
got an
wings.
opinion.
So what you do is you take that end, right? And what you can do is you can just kind of break that cartilage.
Okay.
You break that cartilage a little bit, and then hopefully everybody's taking notes. Break that cartilage a little bit, and you go all the way. You know
How you do it? You go all the way.
You go all the way in.
You go all the way in.
No homo.
You saw him do that.
And you get all that meat.
You go all the way in.
Get all that meat, and you can get all of it in one bite. And the thing about the flat is that you can get like more ranch.
Bro, are you talking
You
about
can get more ranch if you don't, or if you're a real wing eater like me, you get more blue cheese
Oh,
because
come on,
only blue
Come on.
cheese really goes with wings.
We ain't in Buffalo. We ain't in
But
New
if
York.
you're a real wing eater, only blue cheese goes with wings. So you grab that flat and you can just pile on that blue cheese.
That's
on top
great
of it.
because that's what I was gonna say.
just pile it on
One
there.
hand, baby. One hand, you
pile it
can
on.
roll in that drumstick and reach back out and get that bad boy gone.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, man. You can pile it on that one side, and
I got one hand I got to keep clean and one hand dirty. And Chris go
So,
all the
Chris,
way in.
all right.
2 negatives about drums and 2 positives about flats.
2 negatives about drums.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can not have a lot of meat on them. A negative, like Snoop just said. And also a negative about drums is, man, that's rough. There's not enough of them.
God damn it. Yeah, you're right.
There's
Yeah, you're
never
right.
enough drums.
Yeah, you're right.
So
They
what's
always give you more flats.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
what's 2 positives about the flats?
Positive about the flats.
Well, just take your argument and go backwards.
No,
I mean-
no, you can't do that.
Can't do that. Positive about the flats.
Sometimes there's more meat. You said that. in the
More
first one.
meat.
They more
They're-
juicy.
They're more meat, more juicy, and they have more. To me, they can have more surface area to, like I said,
I knew you were gonna say that.
hold the not only hold the blue cheese, but hold the spiciness. You know, whether you get a dry rub,
The sazon?
or whether you get the sazon,
The
the
sazon?
sauce. You know, so and
We should have had Snoop on
Snoop
this
says
discussion.
flats. Snoop says flats are more dip friendly. Okay.
All right. So Paul, same thing. 2 negatives about flats and 2 positive about drones.
I ain't got 2 negatives about food, man. I'm just saying, I ain't got 2 negatives.
You're trying to win an argument
I don't have
here.
2 negatives, but I'll gladly lose an argument about food because I need to lose some arguments about food.
I was gonna Venmo the winner some money.
That's great, brother. Give it to Chris.
Dang, what are you trying to say?
How much I get?
I mean, we're about to do another one, so you might stack up too.
Another one?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
All right, Snoop. Who do you think won? Just based off the argument, who do you think won? I think Chris. I gotta give it to Chris because Paul just gave up.
Is this Chris's Pluckers repayment? Is that what this is?
No, we still gotta go. Y'all never want to go eat with me. Y'all always go eat.
No,
Chris. No. I had to call out Snoop the other day. Y'all always be eating. Don't ask anybody.
Oh well, me and Snoop go eat a lot because we live together.
So,
yeah, but a lot of times it's just like we're watching TV or poning noobs on modern. Warfare.
I don't care if y'all are poning each other.
Like,
y'all can just shoot me a text. Say, hey, we're going here.
And then we're like,
meet.
and then I'm like, and then we're sitting there, and it's like, and then it's like, hey, you hungry? And it's like, yeah, I'm hungry. And it's like, all right, you want to go?
Did you just do a dialogue
You know
between
what I'm
two
saying?
people?
Like, yeah. And then it's more like, I'm like, Snoop, you hungry? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, where you want to go? And he's like, sushi. It's always sushi with Snoop. Always sushi with Snoop. But there's not a whole lot of, we can, sometimes it's hard to get to sushi.
We are off the rails.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe we're done with all our topics.
Oh well, I guess we gotta sign off. Paul said we're off the rails and it's not good. So.
No,
that was
great.
That was like a fun off the rails.
So
sensitive.
next argument.
All right,
since you won that one, since Paul gave up at the end.
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
Going to football games versus watching at home on TV.
Ooh.
Paul, you have to argue why it's better to go to the game.
Oh, that's okay.
Chris,
That's harder for you.
you got to argue why staying at home is better.
Okay. All right. Who goes first? Which
Paul went first last
we get
time.
two.
so.
We get two. Like how many?
Yeah,
like
what's
how
the
many-
structure of this?
How many argument? How many?
So you go argument,
Okay.
rebuttal, and then spit the facts, and then I decide.
Okay. So the reason why I would say that it's better to watch a football game at home.
Yeah.
I mean the most obvious reason is cheaper. You got to buy no ticket. You ain't got to buy no. You ain't got to pay for parking. You ain't got to buy no concessions. You ain't got to buy no.
And we're talking strictly football here.
Yeah. You ain't got to. Because whenever I go to a game, I'm always buying some kind of souvenir.
Oh,
Souvenirs.
Souvenir.
I don't know. And so overall, it's just more fiscally sound because I'm a fiscally conservative person.
You would take a financial angle on this.
It's more fiscally sound and it makes more sense to stay at home.
Fiscally responsible.
Fiscally responsible.
Fiscally
responsible.
Wow.
To stay at home and watch a football game.
Yeah, that's cool and all. That's whack.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why it's whack is because when you go to a football game, you become a part of the ambiance. You become a part of the energy. Mm-hmm. When you're walking up to the tailgates,
the engine that works too.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. As you become part of the engine energy, through the tailgates, through the gates, feeling the noise, feeling the crowd,
Feel it.
when did everybody get hype? I mean, hell, when you want to go play football or when you go watch football and JJ Watt's throwing you balls like he and King Kalunga were throwing on the sidelines, or when you go to Jerry World and you see that huge monitor up there,
I feel you.
it's got to be pretty dope. But the football games I go to, I don't pay for nothing. I get down on field level because when we have our press passes and we watch a high school football, baby, and we out there watching these games, we don't worry about paying for that. And parking, we don't pay for that neither. Zach gets to watch them from the air conditioner press box at Monroe. But I just think that when you go to a game, you feel the energy, and when you see big highlights, field level or in the stands, that energy and the camaraderie you got with the people in the stands is so electrifying. Like it makes you feel like we're living it back when you were playing. And I think that brings you back and is real nostalgic. But that's for me.
All right.
So Paul, bottom line, what are the facts?
The facts are you're one of many. You represent the team. You can act as crazy and as fun as you want to. You're going to spend a little bit of money, but it's worth the price of admission to have a great experience.
Chris, what are the facts?
You got a restroom that's readily available. You can, if you miss something, you can hit the replay button. So easy. You know, you are able to have more, I guess, you know, control of your viewing experience. And some people like that. Some people like the fact that they're able to, you know, control their TV and be able to pause it if they need to. If they got to, you know, go back and take care of something, get some more wings, possibly some more flats.
Some more flats.
Get some more flats.
And blue cheese.
Get some more blue cheese because we don't do ranch with wings because, you know,
Lord.
everybody that does ranch, y'all are doing it wrong.
I don't care.
And I think for me, the fact of the matter is that watching it on television, just you get way more information about the game that's in front of you than you do at the game.
Well, Chris, I have to say your closing argument was spectacular.
Well,
way
thank you so
better.
much.
The stuff you brought up there, you should have brought up in your opening statement.
My opening statement.
I think it would have helped you a lot.
I had a little time to think about it.
But Paul saying that being at the game makes you part of the engine, I think was a great touch. I think bringing up sideline access, I think, is a huge part of being part of that engine that really sets live sports apart. So I gotta give that one to Paul.
All right, cool.
Go in.
So that this is a new segment called Master Debaters.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come up with 2 things to argue, and master debaters are gonna
Can you please
debate it out.
Can you please come up with a sign so you can hold it up when we do the segment?
All right. Okay. But are we going to get? Is this going to be something that? So
random.
we're not. Yeah, it's going to be random, right? You're not going
Well,
to.
I tried to make it not random. Y'all wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I tried to give you a whole weekend to think about.
Let's make it a Wednesday.
Man,
thing.
I've been
What do you
having.
think?
I've been dealing with a lot, so I can't really. I'm sorry, my bad.
Do you think it's impossible to argue Tua over Joe Burrow?
Nah.
So then why can't you do it right now?
Well, I don't know because I don't even know, bro. I can't do it right now. I'm sorry, man.
Because I don't even know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm a terrible host. Actually, I'm a really good host. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I host this segment.
Well, yeah. No, you did pretty good.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
No, I'm the host because y'all are the debaters.
Debaters. Yeah.
So never mind. You're the master.
No,
Well, for the debaters,
I'm
what
the
are you?
supervisor.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. All right, Zach. Well, Zach, thank you for showing up in the the
What
last
are you
segment.
wearing?
Yeah, what are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
This is a Nike tank
that a
top.
blouse?
Bro, look at those tries coming
Can't
out,
see
bro.
with
Look
them.
at
I
them.
can't see.
This is a Nike
man.
tank top
doing those.
from Dick's Sporting Goods. These are some Lululemon joggers.
Damn. Hashtag no ad.
I got the Nike 270s on.
What about your lid?
In the bone colorway.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got I think I got a polo hat on.
Where you get them guns from, dog?
Are they registered?
Callahan's.
You got a license for those?
No, I need to charge y'all because y'all didn't get y'all's tickets yet
Oh, Lord.
to the gun show.
Yeah, all right, we got to get out of here on that one. Zach, thanks for showing up here at the end and making this episode even better. Episode
Thank
57.
you to my master debaters. Great work, guys.
Yay!
All right, so shout out Kreitz Market, or shout out the social, and of course Focus Fit San Marcos. And don't forget Saturday morning 10:30 we're gonna have Sandy McElroy here at the Paddock Studios. Join us for episode 58. Shout out to Snupe Daniel and everybody that was out on our watch party. Paul, do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all enjoying the podcast, please like, subscribe, and comment down below your favorite part of this show. Everybody on YouTube, hit the bell. We gone.